A word of warning: be realistic when you are highlighting the impact. Don't exaggerate or play emotional guilt cards too strongly or use other tricks. Doing any of these and getting caught doing so, your credibility and your trust with the other person will be damaged. And these are the kind of things that spread around the team quickly too. This will hinder your effectiveness in managing the team. I prefer to get the other person to tell me what the impacts are by asking them questions and then staying silent until they answer. Done well, this is a great technique and beats just telling them. Try it out. The fifth action in giving negative feedback to employees is negative feedback must teach and improve. There is no point in giving negative feedback unless it helps the other person improve their choices, behaviours or results. Giving feedback to express your annoyance, anger or other emotions is not going to help the situation. When you do give feedback, you want the other person to take in what you're saying and make the change you are requesting. Telling the other person to change is unlikely to work. You need to persuade them. You need to show them it is in their personal best interest to change. A consultative process could be outline the actions, behaviour and choices made and then go through the impacts. This sets the scene and the context. Then go through other options for what they could have chosen or the other actions that they could have taken. Again, I prefer to get them to first come up with as many of these options as possible. Only then will I outline any other options that I've thought of. This does take more time and a slightly different skill set than just telling them. The advantage is the other person has thought of many of the options and they are actively involved in the process. This massively improves their buy-in to the process and the feedback. Then the options discussed can be compared with the action or choice that they took and of the behaviour they displayed. You can highlight how each of the options explored is better or worse than the original action, choice or behaviour. Going through this process leaves the other person with several alternative approaches, hopefully ones that they came up with. This gives them plenty of learning opportunities. Secondly, you have had the opportunity to highlight why their original approach was not as good a choice as these other alternatives, providing negative feedback in a much more constructive way.
What if leadership growth and resilience fit right in your pocket? Meet Kai.ai, psychologist-led, AI-supported coaching that helps your people thrive. Track progress, unlock insight,